All right, so Meta just dropped Muse Glimmer. It's a 30 billion parameter open model built for AI agents specifically. And open here, of course, means you can literally download it from Hugging Face and other places and run it on your own machine. And Zuckerberg actually dropped a 6,500 word essay alongside it, which I'll come back to because I feel that it's a shot at almost half the industry. So for the demo, I'm going to run Glimmer live in Google Colab so we can actually find out how much of it is real and how much of it is not. If you're meeting for the first time, I'm Surya. I have 2 decades of experience leading AI and ML teams in big tech. And I make videos like this every week so that you can stay updated in the world of AI. So what did Meta actually build? Glimmer is 30 billion parameters. It's multimodal, so that means it sees images, videos, and it's Apache 2.0, which means you can ship it inside a commercial product, and it also runs on consumer GPU or a Mac. Glimmer is distilled from Muse Spark, Meta's flagship model. So what does distillation actually mean? Think of a teacher and a student. Muse Spark is the teacher, a massive frontier model. Glimmer is the student. And instead of learning from the raw internet, the way the big models do, the student learns directly from the teacher. And it doesn't just memorize the teacher's answers, it learns how the teacher thinks. What you end up with is a model a fraction of the size that behaves like the big one. A little less brilliant at the edges, but it fits on your laptop. In that essay, Zuckerberg actually said, and I quote, "Some have tried to frame distillation as harmful, but I think it is important to protect the principle that you can learn from anything you can observe." That's a direct shot at OpenAI, whose terms prohibit training on their outputs. It's a shot at Anthropic, who accused DeepSeek of doing exactly this. And Glimmer is Meta walking that talk. They distilled their own flagship to prove the technique is legitimate. Of course, this is my own reading of the essay and I'm speculating here. Now, benchmarks. And to be honest, I only care about one number in this whole announcement, which is MCP Atlas. Look at the number, 75.5. For context, Gemma 4, same size class, 54. Quen 3.6, 62. So in plain English, MCP Atlas tests how well a model uses tools. Think of it like watching a new employee try to use your company software. Does it click the right things? Does it stop when it should? Does it recover when a tool returns something weird? Glimmer actually wins by a real gap. And on Meta's own sheet, Gemma still wins on safety and Quen still wins on computer use and terminal work. So now we'll get into the demo, but a quick disclaimer before it, all opinions are my own and do not belong to my employer. And this is not sponsored and I have no affiliation with Meta, okay? So now let me actually show you what this thing does. All right, so what you're seeing on the screen here is the Open Router website, and you can see that the Muse Glimmer model is already available. And if you click on try this model, you will see the exact steps of what you need to run this model. And what I did was I created an API key from here. And then I actually went into my Colab in order to run this. Right? And you can see the pricing and all of those kind of things over here. You can see some of the other details as well. You can, of course, download it from Hugging Face as well. But I just wanted to run this via Open Router to do a quick demonstration. Okay. So now I'm in my Google Colab. I'm going to pick a workflow everyone in finance and everybody sort of understands, which is accounts payable, right? So an invoice comes in the inbox. Someone has to read it, pull out the vendor, the amount, the due date, and drop those into an accounting system. Historically, that's OCR plus rules plus a human, and every new vendor format breaks something. Now imagine one model reads the image and produces the structured data ready for accounting API. That's what I'm going to be showing you, right? So I've got a fresh Colab notebook open here, which is free tier. And here I'm just going to select T4 GPU as my runtime as an option, right? And if you look at the first line of code here, this is where I'm checking if the connection and everything is okay. And what I'm going to do here is I've provided the Open Router API key here on the key section. So you can see that this is the Open Router key that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to run this just to make sure that the connection is working perfectly fine. Okay. So that is the first step that I will be doing here. And once I get that the connection is okay, which I just got now, then we will get into the multimodal plus agentic demo. So the first step here would be for me to generate a fake invoice. So this has got nothing to do with the Glimmer model, but this is just to show you what an invoice is going to look like. And now I've also saved the invoice in a particular folder. So this is how the invoice is looking like. The cloud compute cost is this much, API tokens is this much, data transfer, etc. is this much, right? Now I'm going to be using the model here in order for it to do a tool call and extract all of the information and provide it in a very detailed format. So you can see how the code is structured. And here you can see that I'm calling the particular model, which I've already described upfront. And there you go. It was pretty fast and it was able to find out all the details that we had seen on top in the image, right? So this is a good demonstration of what a multimodal model is able to do. So that was like a quick demo that I wanted to show for the first one. The second one is also interesting. So the second one here is to actually demonstrate the strength from a reasoning perspective. And that is something which the model is really good at. So it offers two different strengths, low versus high. So like I'm asking a pretty interesting question here. A company is considering implementing a 4-day work week. What are the potential benefits and drawbacks for both employees and the company? And what key factors should they consider before making this decision? Provide a balanced perspective. So it'll be very interesting to see how this would answer both from a low as well as from a high perspective, right? And here you go, you already see the answer pretty quickly when the reasoning is low. So this is the response, right? It's 32 hours over 4 days. Potential benefits is this for employees, for companies, etc. Right? So this is how it is structured. Now, this is high. You can immediately see the response here, right? The 4-day week is not one model. It's typically either a 32-hour week with reduced pay or a 4 into 10-hour week, which is a bit different as you had seen here, right? So it's already giving you a different perspective right up front. So you will see here that there is a bit of a difference in terms of the output quality when it comes to both low and high, but both are working pretty quickly and working pretty fine, right? So that was another strength demonstration of what this model is really good at. What you just saw up was the agentic workflow as well as the multimodal workflow. So it is able to actually read an image and then do tool calls in order to extract the information and then provide the answer in a very structured format. And then the second demo that you saw was the reasoning, where you can see the both settings, low versus high. All right. So for today, that is what I wanted to show. It's a fantastic new model that they have released. I would encourage you guys to go ahead and try it. And if you have enough CPU capacity, I would recommend that you try it locally and let me know in the comment section how you found it. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.